Hi, my name is Liz Ganides. I'm a personal trainer in New York City, and today I'm going to talk about breathing and posture. Why I feel so entitled to talk about it? Because I come from that's how I used to be, like this, and now I'm here. So I still have some work to do, but I know what I have done to achieve this position that I am, and my career allowed me to understand uh, these muscles imbalances that the body has. So one thing very important to understand is that your breathing should happen in your diaphragm and not at your chest, right? But most of us are working like this, sitting down long hours on top of the rib cage and with the shoulders like this, with the head like this, or in a better scenario, maybe a little bit less aggravated like that. But the truth is, we are giving no space to the diaphragm to work. So our upper abdominals are tight. Most of the people really, really tight. So the diaphragm doesn't have space to expand down, and it's like a 360 degrees like loop, right? Doesn't have space to expand and allow the air to come in. So we are breathing mostly through the chest. That is already tight from this position of sitting down or looking in the phone or whatever it is. So all of this area here is getting tight too, and then you're overusing your chest muscles for breathing. So these muscles are so tired, you're so tired. The same around your neck. My head, you still can see like how it's a little bit more forward than it should be. And how do you know about that? Simple. You want to put your pelvis in a good positioning, right? Like, so instead of putting the pelvis all the way out, all the way in, you want to squeeze and feel how it's aligned, right? The bones are here level. Different from here, different from there. It's here level. Then now you want your rib cage on top of your pelvis, so you can do a big inhale, exhale, position the rib cage on top of your butt, right? Now open nice and wide your shoulders away from each other. Align your head on top of your spine, and you're gonna see a good spine positioning. So sometimes I get lost because I go all around. But anyway, how is this connected to posture? So you can see how if this is tight and this is tight, this is gonna really aggravate that. And you can see that this air passage here is not ideal. So you're having like extra trouble to be able to breathe. How do you know if you breathe or not? You know, when I met this awesome woman named Geraldina Burgess, look into her, she explained to me, no, she asked me, like, how is your breathing? And I was like, oh, I never thought about it. Then I started realizing that my breathing is really off, like really, really bad. But after 2 years training, breathing, and meditation, it's much better. The challenge now is to keep it consistent, right? Because you train breathing, but then on the rest of the day you're not breathing. So one of the reasons that this happens too, the shallow breathing, is because your mind gets into this alert state, right? That can be when you're working or when you're exercising or when you're looking at a message on Facebook, you get into this alert state, if not in a high stress mode. But the thing is, if your mind is stressed out, your body is going to respond so, because we are the same bodies as our ancestors. And before, we didn't have this scenario that, like, anytime that you would be stressed out or concerned with something, I think was really something really like a lion coming after you, or you really needed food or something like that. So we were able to go up and down into stress modes and calm modes like easier than nowadays. One of the big problems is to face these moments of tension and stress and stay on that line all the time and not being able to bring yourself down and up. So when you're in this alert state, you tend to shallow breathe because your body thinks you're in danger. It wants to focus on, giving blood to your muscles, whatever it is, you're in that alert state. You're going to shallow breathe. But then you're supposed to get into a calmer moment again and be able to breathe more deeply. So the point is, what you keep on doing through your life is how it's going to respond into your body, be the eating habits you have, the lack or not exercises in your life, and the breathing comes to the same point. So when you see a child breathing like a baby, a child, you're going to see that big stomach coming down. And then afterwards, because of the number of reasons that I spoke in the past on this video, we tend to stop breathing ideally. So especially if you have like panic attacks, depression, these things, you should look into it. Definitely should look into exercising, and you should look into breathing. But anyway, to make a long story short, how do you know if you're breathing properly? I like to do this laying on the floor, because then you have everything flat and I'm just trying to relax. So I do bring my pelvis a little bit in, and I try to let my lower back rest against the floor. My shoulder blades behind my heart, feeling like this is being nice and resting. And my head in a position that is not like this, because like this, these muscles are still tight, right? You want to be more feeling from here to here like a long, relaxed line. And then you're going to put your hand on top of your chest and the hand on top of your stomach. And then you're going to do a big inhale. If you feel you didn't move your hand on top of your stomach at all, you're breathing through your chest mostly. So you have to work on making that switch. You're going to keep breathing, and you're going to keep trying to send blood, air flow to this hand on top of the diaphragm on your stomach. So you're going to So you probably could see that I still use my chest a little bit, here a little bit. There are secondary muscles, you might use them still. I'm not very good on those details yet, but you do want to feel that you're using most of this space. Again, when you're trying to do this, keep trying to stay relaxed on your mind. That's why meditation is so good. People keep talking so much about it nowadays. It's because you really need to learn how to relax your mind and stop stressing all the time, right? All the time, the whole day, no break. Life is too tough already. And trying to relax and feel. I love the Wim Hof method, and I still do it even though I cut the cold showers. But I do 30 big breaths, and my last breath, I exhale completely, and I hold for the longest I can. That's when some lights come around. And then after my limit, I inhale and I hold it a little bit for a few more lights. Anyway, try to do it as often as you can, because it's all about how long do you spend doing the wrong things and how long do you spend doing the good things, the ideal things. Ideal, who knows? Anyway, I hope you liked the video, and I'll see you next time.